Inspiration with Joe Satriano. And Joe, tell the folks your story and talk about your inspirational segment. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Satriano.
Good evening, everybody. How are you all? I hope you're having a great time. I know I am. It's a great place here. Yeah, my story is that I was married to my wife Susan for 29 years, and unfortunately, 16 years into our lovely marriage, she contracted breast cancer, and 13 years after, she did pass away. And after 6 months, when I was really going through some deep depression, I finally got my head together, and I realized that I still had something left in the tank to help kids. I was a former high school math teacher. Do not hold that against me, please. But by the way, Susan was a math teacher as well, and yes, we did multiply twice in our lives. Rough crowd.
Yes.
But anyway, I started the Susan Satriano Foundation 6 months after Sue died. The goal of the foundation is to give out scholarships to high school seniors who are going to an accredited college in the fall, because it is a scholarship for their higher education. The kicker is, unfortunately, to be eligible for the award, they have to have a parent who has either passed away of cancer, presently battling, or in remission. This is my 10th year doing this. I'm so proud to say you're looking at the foundation. It's me and me alone. And in 9 years, I've given out well over $400,000 to over 700 kids across the nation. One of the things that I surprised myself at, not only the strength and courage that I was able to muster up here after I lost my wife, but one of the things that I did was I wrote a book. Math teacher became an author, which is amazing. I found a spark in my brain. You know, math teachers are analytic. We're not creative. But here it was. I wrote a book about my life with Susan, and how we learned to live it up to the fullest, despite the fact that cancer was the underlying theme. And I've been told by people who come to my book talks now that they're inspired to move forward in their life after reading this because they want to emulate the way Sue and I handled the disease. We did it with laughter and love and humor. That was us. I'm also proud to say that 100% of the proceeds of the book goes to the foundation. I don't take a penny for it. Since the book's been out, which we're going on 5 years now, Howie, I have given, the book has made over $17,000. So people are reading this. Of course, the only thing I can guarantee about the book is two things. Being a former high school math teacher, I could tell you that the pages are numbered consecutively. And also the hardcover version makes a better doorstop. But seriously speaking, which I never do, no, yeah, it's been an amazing run. And one of the most important things that I do is not only do I give out a scholarship, but I go to every single school and I give the kids a chance to talk. I interview them. I put that in quotes because it's really not an interview. Everyone who meets the requirements gets the award. I merely tell them my story, and once they find out my story, the majority of them just open up like crazy. And it's just a very cathartic thing for them and me as well, because as they're speaking, it brings back memories for me, and it also allows them to get off their chest what they've been through. Mind you, these are high school seniors. They're not adults, they're young adults. And yet they've had to grow up so quickly because of what they've seen in their young lives. And my heart goes out to them. And all I can really do is just say that, you know, they have a friend in me, they know that I'm there for them, and I do give them a scholarship and let them know that they're not alone in this world facing what they're facing. Now, one of the things that Howie has been gracious enough to have me do every week is I come up and I do an inspiring story. I've met over 700 kids. I could go on, you know, all night long about these kids. They're so inspiring. But one in particular stands out. Her name was Marianne, is Marianne, and she unfortunately shared with me that she lost her mom to breast cancer when she was a senior. She was just entering high school at the time. And one of the most important features, I think, of a parent-daughter relationship is the one between a mother and her daughter. She did not have that opportunity to witness that because of the fact that she lost her mom. But this is what Marianne decided to do. She went on to FIT in the city. She wanted to be an artist. And one of the things that she did was she wants to eventually be in a gallery where she's doing artwork based on what she has seen in her life in terms of what her mom went through. And she's painted tons of pictures in terms of that subject. She was so gracious enough to give me one of her favorites. This is, if you notice, again, those of you who will go on YouTube and check it out, it's a mother handling and fondling a young child. And it's just an amazing, amazing picture of her remembrances with her parent, with her mom, who she can no longer actually do this with, but instead she has memories. And she lives through her pictures. One day I hope she becomes one of these famous artists and will be world known for what she's done. She's an amazing child, another one of these inspiring kids, which just, the stories go on and on. But Howie, I thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to tell people about these stories, because they need to be told. These are kids who are making it in this world and not letting the situation at home stop them. And that's why they deserve all the credit in the world. So thank you for giving me that opportunity.
Joe Satriano, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're going to take a break. And the show that gives you inspiration, information, and what's the other one? Entertainment, of course. And speaking of entertainment, our weekly vocalist, Sarah Murphy, is coming up after the break. So, MLK, having a good time? Yeah! What do you think about man James Hodge? Got that right. He's the man. He is the man. All right, we're going to take a break. And coming up after the break, we're going to bring Sarah Murphy up one more time for another great song. I am Halftime Howie. This is Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie from MLK on the station that serves your community, AM 1240, WGBB.